Hello. In an earlier movie, we learned how we could pass parameters to functions for them to do stuff with. And if you remember, in an earlier video, we took a first and last name and passed it to a function called masher that printed out the combined string in this case of the first name and last name that we passed to it. Okay, now look carefully here. Do you see we are printing out the value here of those two things smashed together, all right? So first and last name pushed together, smashed together, mashed together, okay? Now, I'm going to comment this line out for a second, and I'm going to create a new variable, and let's just call it mashed name equals f plus L. So it's going to take the first name that's passed in and the last name that's passed in, and it's going to assign that new string to this mashed name, okay? Now, what I can do now is I can say return that variable, mashed name, back to the calling program here. Okay. Now I do need to make a slight change in here. I need to say new name, just another variable, equals masher. Okay. Then print out the new name. So let's dissect this a little bit. Instead of printing out stuff now in the function, we are having the function do an operation, in this case a very simple operation, combining the first and last name together, assigning it to a new variable, and then we have the statement right here that says return to the statement that called you the value of the mashed name variable. Okay, now go back down here into main to this statement here that I have highlighted. We are calling masher here with the first and last name entered. It runs up here to the masher function, does what it needs to do, and then it sends back. Okay, that's important. It returns back to this statement right here with the new name equals that mashed together name, and then assigns it to this variable. Okay, and then we print it out here. So instead of doing the print here, we sent back the value that we were printing. We returned it back to here, and we assigned it to a variable, and then we printed it out. Okay, so let me run this for you so you can see what's going on here. Run. Actually, I'm going to close it so it comes full screen. Okay, run. And Bruce Elgort, and there it is, mashed. Okay, and I will, just so you can see what's going on here, right, I'll do this. Okay, and then I'll enter Gail Uji Fusa, and then I'll enter Tom Turkey, Bella Tucker, and Sam Jones. Okay, so you see what we're doing here? We're performing an operation here, and we're sending the data back to the calling statement here. Okay, pretty nifty stuff. Okay, so I will leave this code here so you can look at it. And again, it's right from chapter 6. Maybe not the same code, but the concepts. So just to rewind a bit, we have 3 videos so far that you should have, including this one that you should have watched. One on functions, one on calling functions with parameters, and this one which is returning data back to a statement that called that function. Okay.